Welcome to English with Afreen. We have prepared Band-9 answers for Cambridge IELTS-15, Speaking Test-2. Remember that all the answers are a little bit longer because they contain more information and ideas. Don't be afraid, listen and develop your imagination. Oh, please subscribe to the channel for more content. Now listen and learn.
Good morning, and welcome to the speaking portion of the IELTS exam. My name is Christian. I will be your examiner for this part of the test. It has 3 parts. I will give instructions for each of the part. I am recording this test for marking purposes.
All right.
This is candidate number 930667, and the time is 11 o'clock. We are doing the exam in Dhaka, Bangladesh. And before we continue, can you please just show me your identification?
Here is my passport which I used to register for the exam, and you can take a look.
Great, and what is your full name?
My name is Afreen, and my family name is Yasmin. You can call me Afreen.
Okay, Afreen. For part 1, I will ask you a couple of questions to get to know you better, and a couple of questions on a general topic.
All right.
How many languages can you speak? Why? Why not?
Well, I can speak 3 different languages. I know Bengali very well as it is my mother tongue in which I know how to read, write, and speak. I can also speak Bengali without mixing English words in a conversation. Besides, I know English as I studied in English medium schools where English was required. I know English as proficiently as Bengali, my mother tongue. I can also speak Korean, which I learned when I went there for my master's degree.
How useful will English be to you in the future? Why? Why not?
Well, since English arguably is the most widely spoken language around the world, there is no doubt that this language is going to be very useful for my future, especially since it is always an advantage to know English, because I am planning to move to an English-speaking country for higher studies. Besides, English will surely help me communicate with people from other countries in my personal and professional life. Finally, knowing this language will help me read many books which are written only in English.
What do you remember about learning languages at school? Why? Why not?
As far as I can remember, it wasn't much of an issue for me to learn any of the languages, which I can speak, mainly because I overall enjoyed learning them. In some cases, I even used to boast about my foreign language learning skills and abilities to my classmates. My language teachers always appreciated my effort and performance in class while learning a foreign language, and it inspired me to do even better.
What do you think would be the hardest language for you to learn? Why?
Well, I tried learning Japanese last year, and yes, it is certainly the most challenging language I've ever known. Everything fell apart as soon as I started to learn by heart 3 different alphabets, including Chinese characters. After struggling in my Japanese class for a few weeks, I realized that I was not cut out for this language.
Okay, Afreen. At this stage of the test, I will give you a card with a topic. You will have to talk about the topic for 1 to 2 minutes. Don't worry if I stop you. You have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say. You can make some notes to help you if you wish. Here is the paper and pencil. Your 1-minute preparation starts now. Describe a website that you bought something from. You should say what the website is, what you bought from this website, how satisfied you were with what you bought, and explain what you liked or disliked about using this website. Your 1-minute preparation is up. Would you start speaking now, please?
Well, no doubt, there are so many sophisticated e-commerce websites on the internet. Since I started to do online shopping about 5 years ago, I have bought so many things from e-commerce websites that can be found on the internet so easily. Today, I would like to talk about one such website that, I think, stands out among the crowds on its own rights. The name of this website, which I want to talk about here, is popularly known as Amazon or Amazon.com. In fact, the HP laptop, which I have been using currently, was bought from this e-commerce giant about a year ago. Before that, of course, I used several other websites to buy a few things here and there, but Amazon.com has certainly been my favorite for some obvious reasons. By the way, Amazon.com is one of the oldest and leading online shopping platforms. Some also like to call it an enterprise in the world that sells books, music, movies, electronics, gift items, housewares, and many other items, either directly or as the intermediary between the retailers and its customers. And, needless to say, I have been left as a very happy and contented customer last time around as well when I bought my laptop. Obviously because I got exactly what I was looking for, and that too at a price which I could actually afford. What was even more satisfying about buying my laptop on this website was that I didn't really need to wait or waste my time before making a purchase, even though I was buying my laptop during a holiday season when tons of other customers used the website at the same time. But, waiting or not, what I really liked about making a purchase on this website was that it displayed a list of laptops that perfectly matched my requirements. Besides, I also liked the fact that Amazon never shied away from using lengthy product descriptions and frequently asked questions on its product pages so that the customers know exactly what they are paying for. Finally, the flow or the UX design was also very much consistent with the product features.
Okay, I am going to stop you here. Please turn over the note paper and put it to the side. I am going to take back the card. And now we will continue with part 3. For part 3, I will ask you some questions regarding your part 2 response.
All right.
What kinds of things do people in your country often buy from online shops?
Online shopping has both become a fashion and a real thing in my country. In fact, people in my country these days visit online shops first before thinking about going outside to buy anything, as they can pretty much buy anything from online shops. Anyway, to be a bit more specific, things like clothing items, perfume, cosmetics, footwear, grocery items, sunglasses, electronic appliances, home appliances, TV, mobile phone, smartphones, and fashionable items, among many other things, are usually bought from the online shops by the people in my country.
Why do you think online shopping has become so popular nowadays?
Well, online shopping has become so popular in many countries because of several reasons. The main reason, of course, is convenience. After all, the usability and accessibility of online shopping are the keys to its popularity in my country. Adding to the fact it can be accessed from a mobile phone, all sorts of applications are well designed for mobile users, along with various online payment methods. Finally, it has become so popular because people can check and compare the prices of their products of choices relatively quickly and easily before making a decision.
What are some possible disadvantages of buying things from online shops?
Of course, online shopping does not come without its disadvantages. It so happens that when we are buying something from online shops, the chances are that we are not getting all the right information about the quality of the products. In fact, in my opinion, without touching and feeling the products physically, there is always the chance to be mistaken. Besides, when shopping online, there always is a chance that the products in online shops are overpriced and do not look like the images that we see to decide to buy an item. Data breaches and credit card fraud are two other disadvantages of shopping online. Moreover, when it comes to buying clothes or footwear, it is difficult to estimate the size of the products properly, so people can end up making a bad purchase.
Why do many people today keep buying things which they do not need?
One of the most important catalysts is the psychological problem. For instance, when some people are upset and disappointed, they tend to go shopping and buy everything they want. On the other hand, advertising not only makes us remember and recognize brands better, but they also work through our emotions, affecting our preferences and changing our attitudes towards products. Moreover, some people think that possessing more and more things will make them feel more secure and happy in life.
Do you believe the benefits of a consumer society outweigh the disadvantages?
Well, it is a tough question to answer. Let me think about it. To be honest, I cannot see any benefits from it. Consumerism encourages people to have more desire and manipulates them into wasteful purchases. More importantly, it leads to overproduction, which is the primary cause of the exhaustion of natural resources as well as the ever-increasing amount of toxic waste. But it is also true that the culture of consumerism has resulted in more international commerce and communication among people from different parts of the world. It also suggests that it has many benefits.
How possible is it to avoid the culture of consumerism?
I think the solution is all about attitude and the perspective of life you have. Indeed, it is almost difficult to avoid the culture of consumerism because we have become so used to the luxury and comfort of life. After all, it is mostly the culture of consumerism which encourages us to become more productive in our life. It makes sure that people have food on their tables, houses to live in, and clothes to wear. We have to have some kind of genuine hope to survive in this world, and the culture of consumerism does just that. On the other hand, if we can really think about all the negative effects the culture of consumerism may have on our life and the natural world, changes can start, slowly but surely.
Thank you. This is the end of your speaking test. To get the Band-9 in the speaking test, follow these 10 tips. Tip 1, don't memorize answers. Tip 2, don't use big and unfamiliar words. Tip 3, use a range of grammatical structures. Tip 4, don't worry about your accent. Tip 5, pause to think. Tip 6, avoid using fillers. Tip 7, extend your answers. Tip 8, smiling helps pronunciation. Tip 9, don't speak in a monotone. Tip 10, practice common IELTS topics.
Thank you for watching the video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.